Well, here's hoping
Yeah, we're good.
it goes well.
Fingers crossed.
See?
All right. We going?
Yep, we are live.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right. Now, as we return to our little side adventure, we come back to our well, no, they were unwilling participants in this unknown little excursion, and they find themselves in a coliseum, indoors, massive. Oddly enough, this seems to just add to the more mystery of the building structure they're in, that just seems to break, bend, and sometimes ignore the certain known facts, laws of structure, building, and maybe reality. We'll figure it out. So what do you all do?
We've all made it into the Colosseum at this point, right?
You have indeed.
Well, the three of us at least.
Three of you have. And each of you notice your watchers, your unmoving statues, seems to be continuously present.
We can close the door, but I don't know if that's gonna stop. Doing a different voice. Sorry.
Just cough really loudly, like, finally, going out of my throat. This is my cough, guys.
I'm sorry, but I don't know if that's gonna stop them if we close the doors, so what do we do?
Oh, they're already in the Coliseum with you. They're up on the
I guess we'll
actual-
fight them if they try to give us any shit.
Oh, so they're in the
still looking for a way out.
in the Coliseum. As soon as all of you entered and you did your that weird little memory thing that you all shook off, you would have noticed that they're no longer at the doors of the other archway entrance, but now perched up near the seating of what you assume would be the audience of this Coliseum. Top walls, all three of them perched at different corners.
Okay, then do we have to fight something to get out, or? Yeah, no, agreed. I already asked, but what are we supposed to do? I assume nothing.
Just an echo. And right.
Echo, how'd she get here?
I was gonna say, wait, Echo's here?
Yeah, it's about 4 echoes.
Oh, no.
Each one of them repeating your message back to you, except the second to the last one, which is figure it out, and then your voice again for the last echo.
Terrifying.
Okay, then.
Ooh.
That's... yeah. Perception
Maybe
check?
you can give us an answer, something other than being creepy and cryptic.
I am going
That'd be
to
great.
look around for another exit.
Data
Alright.
or anything. I'm gonna look around for anything of note, like, hey, here's a button that says, or here's a plaque that tells you what to do. I don't know. Or
Give me 2 investigation checks then. Actually, no. Looking around or actually physically moving around this entire little chamber Coliseum?
I'll look around.
Yours would be a perception.
I am searching and moving.
And yours would be an investigation.
All right, 19.
17?
Okay. Well, going off the 19th first. As you look around, and how more or less stationary were you? Did you do just a quick circle while you were glancing around?
Yeah, let's say a quick circle, I think.
Right. And as you notice, this place, like most Colosseums you may have read about, seems to have circular for the actual arena, but it's then outward it seems to oval out. And as the seating elevates, there seems to be a few platforms at the very top. One at the very opposite side of where you entered seems to be an extra raised platform. Can't really see what's on the actual top, but you notice that it's very much separated and held above the others. And on the two sides, there seems to be two descending, similar little balcony areas. And there seems to be a small glint coming from one of the sides of the left little balcony,
That
right at the
glint.
corner.
Are
Small
there
glint
any
of light that seems to be flickering off that.
statues in between us and that glint, from what I can tell?
No, the statues are always seem to be behind you.
Fun. I'll kind of point out the glint and say, maybe we should go and check that out before doing anything. Let's hear from the investigation check.
Well, from our thief. No, it's really just oh yeah, you start looking around, you quickly enough find some side little seems to be almost a slightly deeper groove that seems to have a few places to racks of arms, shields, pieces of armor. Oddly enough, all of it seems to be in pristine condition, despite it being on the racks and the places it's on. It all seem to be a lot more weathered, like the rest of this place. And further back, you see what seems to be another area, smaller congregational, that ends at a path of stairs that seem to level up. And as you go there, you'll find yourself essentially ascending to the level platform that seem to go out into the seating area. But if you keep going up, you'll see it continues to elevate until you get to a locked door. It seems to lead up further to about 2 feet or two actual feet stories where you started.
Uh,
You there?
Yeah. Um, I think she's going to look around and then try to make her way up.
All right.
Good.
Well, as you, where are you looking first?
Um, you said there was like a glint that's kind of up at the like up above her, up at the top, right?
Yeah, I
Uh,
think if we're going for the glint, then I want to go to the glint as well.
well, you hadn't noticed that yet. He did when he was
Oh,
looking
okay.
around. You
Okay,
essentially
okay, good.
dove off to the side, and
I think at this
you,
point he like points it out and says like, should we go and look at
it's
it?
only you and Makoto for the time being.
Yeah,
She's
because I
already
left.
left.
I left and I'm
Oh, okay.
exploring the room on
You
my own.
left actually. Okay.
I sure am.
Yeah, no, currently separate.
uh,
Hmm.
And
Um,
Makoto, anything did you do during this time?
um, she kind of shouted at the statues,
Hmm.
Same thing as last time, or
basically
anything
telling
new?
them to maybe be less cryptic and tell us what's going up. Um, she's basically said, maybe something a little less cryptic, a little less creepy would be nice.
No response. All right, Lane,
Okay.
you said you're trying to open this door. How or force your way through? Lock picks. Gonna ask it nicely.
I am going to try and push it.
Push it. Or, sorry, did you say punch it or push it?
I'm gonna
Or,
try and push it first because I don't know if it's open yet. So probably try, and if it doesn't open, probably using her shoulder to kind of ram against the door.
okay. Yes. I think. Oh, this probably won't go well.
Hello?
Nope.
Hello?
You guys still here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, no, everything went
Quiet
super
for a
quiet.
while.
I don't
yep.
Oh, I just didn't know what happened after I tried to push on the door.
Oh, sorry. That was a strength check after you tried to shoulder check it.
Okay. I am good at those. I rolled a 6. So in total,
All
that's
right,
an that is 14.
right. And that with that 14 and like that little bit of a, you think you just need to jerk it open slightly and not going to need much strength, and you just shoulder check. And what you realize is this door is very much solid, not wood, stone. In fact,
Ooh, another
had a
one.
it was a little obscured in the light that's in the room from the shadows, so you assumed it was wood. It's not, and your shoulder is just a little sore.
Ow.
Everything okay?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. We're
I
gonna go
think.
look at this glid.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna keep trying this door.
Good luck with that.
Cool. I'm gonna go look at that glint.
Okay, how are you getting up there?
Walking? Or is there like a wall separating us from the
Yep, you are
bleacher?
sealed off completely in this bottom level of arena. It's completely circular. Opposite side, there's a door, shut gate completely. There are two small side exits. One of them she went to go look through. On the
Okay.
right, yours would be on the left. And you see that there are like, this is a good almost 30 feet wall, or like the seating starts,
30 feet high,
30-foot
you
high
said?
wall.
Okay. Hmm.
There are multiple layers to it though. So it's not like a straight wall up. There's actually like one that hits you about 20 feet before there's another one like about 5 feet back that's 25 more feet. You can see cropping up those extra 5 feet, and then the last one that hits 30. And it's an odd design, but
Let's see. How large is this area?
you're looking at a good which area? Like just the arena, or just the thing entirely, or
I
just the
think
shooting?
the entire room, I think.
Massive, massive room.
Massive,
I
massive.
think almost football field.
Cool, 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 cool. I'm gonna begin casting something. If it's all right with you, since I didn't have one of the functions of the sword is being a ring of storing, but since we obviously didn't take a long rest before this, could I have find greater steed in there?
If you'd like to choose what spells you'd have in that now, and that can be one of them if you'd like.
Yeah,
But
yeah, that's
otherwise,
gonna.
it just be an empty thing.
I don't know if this is either gonna be a great idea or a horrible, terrible, very bad idea, but I think it's what I'm gonna do.
I mean, go for it.
Yeah, so he's gonna. It's gonna be a solid 10 minutes, but he's gonna uh, start casting a find greater seed.
Cool.
ST begins drawing a circle on the ground with his sword.
All right, that is your turn. Makoto, Leonette, yeah. What are you guys doing?
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna
What am I
say right
doing?
now. I'm
Uh,
just gonna. Sorry, I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off, but
oh, go ahead.
the the
No,
last
go ahead.
spell level that he's gonna have in there is just gonna be bless, because find greater seed is fourth, and that he has 5 slots to fill, and bless is gonna be filling that last slot.
No, it's solid spell. Also, in the ring of spell storage, this item maintains concentration, not you.
Oh, neat. That's cool.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
That's one of my own rules for homebrew for this.
Nice. So if like the item breaks, then it would be broken, but otherwise,
Yeah, like you have to physically make the spell either stop yourself, usually be a bonus action, or you have to let the spell run its course.
yeah,
But like if it's something that maintains concentration, I'd put it that you put that concentration in when you put the spell in the actual storage item.
neat. It's good to know.
Which also means if something like hits the sword, there's a chance that'll start to damage it. But luckily, your item is unbreakable.
Indestructible.
It
Or
is indeed.
unbreakable. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nifty.
Just don't let anybody like steal it or banish it.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Get it back in an hour, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, ladies, what are you guys up to?
Cool.
I'm still working the door. So,
Well, what would you like
I
to
was
do?
gonna go over to try to help you with that.
Fair.
I mean, that's fair. You go up, you explore a bit, you see like the seating of the bottom level seats. There's a few walkways that just seem to go in probably circles. You've been in a few arenas, you likely know how that is. You'll know to find the stairs usually at the back to lead up, and eventually you'll find your compatriot there, looking like rubbing her elbow just a little bit and staring at what now you can clearly see is a very solid stone door.
Okay. Did you try just opening it? Is there like a door handle?
Is it
There
a pole?
is. There is. There is an
it's a
outstretched
pull
door
door.
handle.
Okay.
It's another
What
pole
is
Does
it?
door.
anything happen if I just pull?
Pull.
Pull or push?
Sliding door.
Do you pull it forward, push it back? What do you do?
I try both ways. First I'll try pulling it, then I'll try pushing it.
Can you give me a quick strength check?
Okay. Let's see, what is that? Tell me. Strength. Oh crap, that's a 9.
It is not budging when you try to pull it. You can make another one for when you push.
Okay. What is that number? Oh gosh, that's not much better. That's a 5.
Might I
Also,
be
just
able to help her if I see her going at it again?
sure, you can give her an advantage, or you can try one more roll yourself.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try my roll.
Go for it.
Okay.
Oh, that's much better. That's a 26.
How are you attempting to open this door?
Once I see her try to pull it and it doesn't budge, I'm going to try and push it again.
Well, you saw her both pull and push to no avail. So
I'm gonna try to ram it again with my shoulder.
okay, and with that number was again
26.
26, and you give it a good solid smack, and you see it jiggle a little. And you cause some movement, and it starts to slant just a little bit, like it looked like it was going to open, but from the opposite side, not where the handle is.
Oh.
So, a few cracks, and what you notice is that the side of the door, where it met the firm wall, seems to be letting in just a little bit of the air as the dust settles. It was a sliding door.
It was a slidey door.
It was.
I was
Not
right.
Wow.
I'm gonna keep trying to ram it until it's off.
That's it. But it's you're strong enough. It's stone, but you can eventually break off some, make it just fall.
I get
And
it. I
for
figured out how this door works.
remaining 10 minutes of you finishing your spined or summoned steed, you hear some odd uh,
Ah,
muffled banging.
Hmm.
almost got it.
Wonder what they're doing over there.
Ooh.
Well,
Sounds a
well,
bit strange.
all right. And while that's happening, actually, let me double check because I did not see what your character's name was. Kimmy, I'm sorry. I'm terrible. Character, what is their
Tile.
name? Tile. That's what we went with. I like it. I'm sorry. I'm going to call you Kyle, and if anything kicks you, it's just going to be hilarious because I'm just South Parking right now. But yeah, Tile. You
Why? I was threatening you if you didn't. I threatened you when it was off. So just a FYI.
okay? My thing is super choppy, so I'm sorry if I couldn't hear it, but know that I am very much aware. I
Okay.
think I felt it, and I knew it
Okay.
wasn't coming from the normal sources. So
Okay. Good. Good. Want to make sure
uh,
my powers are still there.
they are very much felt. But yes, you wake up and you find yourself in a dimly lit room you do not recognize.
No, 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 not again, not again, not again.
Ooh.
Cool, 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 cool.
Where am I? Wow. Drank too much again. I drank too much again. I should not drink so much.
He's chittering.
Aw.
She starts to like stretch out her wings and kind of flutters about in like literally just in the 5 square foot radius and just kind of like as if she was pacing on the floor, but she's flying in her own little square.
And,
Aw.
and as you look around, you see the sources of light start to illuminate the room you're in, and it looks like a giant maze. But
Oh,
there, you're looking at shelves. Those are really big books, and just you're you're noticing that you are sleeping on the very edge of a shelf, and as you look down, you're very high up in the air. Like
oh dear.
even for you, you can literally fly, and you've
Make
gone
sure.
up down a few times. This is very much tall, like couple stories.
Oh, this is a danger zone. Oh no 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 no. Oh no no no. Where am I?
The danger zone.
Hmm. Can I try to push one of the books off the shelf?
You can. You could roll me a strength check.
Strength 6.
And as you try and pull this book, you notice that it is about 3 times your height,
Fine.
and you might want to maybe make sure it's not leaning on the other 2 books that are kind of like pushing it up against the little edge wall that's kind of made your makeshift tent of where you were sleeping. If you still
Oh.
want to push this book out, you probably want to get the other 2 off of it first.
Yeah, she's gonna kind of realize that there's the other 2 books. She's like, it wasn't weak. This is my fault. Hmm. And she's going to like grab her mace and try to like swing it at the books. The one book that has the 2 books on it and try to hit it super hard.
Okay, make an attack roll.
What's wrong with D&D today? Does a 16 hit?
It does. It does in
Okay,
fact hit
good.
this
That's good.
book.
That's good.
Now, anything you were trying to do damage wise to this book, or are you just trying to use that as a waypoint to shove it off?
Oh wait, point to shove it off.
All right, and you succeed.
Wow. How far does it fall? Like how long do I wait till I hear the thud?
You wait for a bit, and then you look back. Are you looking over, or just waiting for the sound?
I'm waiting for the sound. She has a thing with heights. Doesn't want to look.
And you're waiting,
Hang with
and you're
height.
waiting, and you think you should have waited long enough. There's nothing happening, and you're starting to wonder why. Do you look, or
Point, yeah.
all right? And you look, and the book is just levitating about 10 feet from where you dropped it.
Oh. Well, I can work with. I can do this. Oh, okay. She's going to like flitter over to the book that fell. Can
As
she
soon as
get?
you're within 5 feet of it, it starts to slowly drift towards you.
Oh, thank God. I was hoping. Okay, good. Like ominously, like it's open and it's like ready to like squish me in its pages, or just like closed book floating.
It seems to do like a gentle turn, and it's odd. The way you look at it, it's almost like it's handing itself to you, even though you're like a third of its size. It essentially flipped itself slightly over, essentially spine facing you, so you can clearly see its title, and it's just about 5. It's just closed the distance now, about, say, a good, maybe like half a foot from you, just sitting there waiting, not doing anything.
What is the title of the book?
Title of the book reads Life So Far. And you'll recognize this as an odd title because the language that it's shown keeps shifting the way it's written. And if you find it odd, it hasn't changed to a language you can't recognize, though. So it's just cycling between the languages you know.
Oh. She's gonna kind of like flitter over to like the open side of the book.
If you try and open the page, it does so without resistance.
Oh, thank God. Now, what's in the book?
You going for the back or the front?
Question.
Did you go for the back of the book or the front of the book?
The front.
All right, and as you start to read the book, and as you can see that the whole font change, as soon as you open it, it seems to stop. As when you were opening it, the pages and the writing seem to, with the title, be slowly shifting from one language to another. And now that you've stopped it, they've settled, and they begin telling a story of a fairy. And you think for a second this is just some weird, maybe trick or something, because it's essentially telling a story about a fairy named, Tai. But you've started to notice some inconsistencies that tell you this obviously isn't. They got the info wrong because you never did that. This didn't go wrong. That went right. And how far are you into this book? Are you going?
Depending on how thick this book is, maybe like read halfway through the first chapter, and then flip all the way to the end of the book just to see what the endings.
Halfway through the end of the first chapter, and you've clocked a few inconsistencies with your own memories of what you believe your first year was. You stop and you immediately go to the back of the book. And when you look at the back of the book, they're all blank pages. As soon as you essentially started shuffling through, the writing only goes about 3 chapters in before it stops.
Yeah, she don't like that. That's not good.
And you go back to where the writing started and or stopped?
I want to go to where it ended. Yes.
You do, and you find there was a small, essentially starts telling of a normal day with their family, but on this day it's essentially a third person telling, because it's normally all first person story being described, and then at the last page it switched to a third person observation of a terrible really just bad luck. And this unfortunate tale of this certain fairy named Teal, their life ends. Bit abrupt, but it's a sad but no, a solid story for the ending. Which is a bit odd because you remember some of what happened, but none of it went that bad. It actually didn't. It wasn't that bad at all. You figured out how not to injure yourself that specific time.
I'm still alive.
You're still alive, and you remember you lived very much past this. This is only within the first 10 years of your life.
She's going to like close the book and look at it, like the book, very disappointedly.
And it starts shifting language again from the one that just read, and it shifts to another one. It's doing so periodically within every 5 seconds.
Oh. But it's still all in the language I can read, right?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Close the book and then stomp on it as if it was like trying to be like, this is not correct.
This book insulted me.
And as you do so, an unknown small hand essentially takes the book from where you were and essentially places it back on its shelf. And you look to the side, and there is a very slightly ticked off, but nevertheless just seem to be continuing as this small stack of floating books is next to them while they're on a tiny little welcome mat carpet flying next to you. They'll be in the one-shot characters. This right here, a small raccoon in a vest, tie, and trench coat.
Very handsome.
Oh, he's so cute.
Thank you. Very cute.
He's looking very, very upset.
No, he just looked a little annoyed before he just placed the book back on the shelf. And as soon as he did, the title disappears.
I'm gonna look at him and like realize he's no longer floating on a boat, and she's kind of floating in thin air. It's just she's flapping her wings really, really hard, and she's like, "You freaking no! I need to catch me!"
Just roll a quick persuasion check at disadvantage.
Yeah, no, I got no charm. This is gonna be great. Yeah, nat 1.
Okay, I rolled for you. He essentially just puts you in a bottle.
No, I said catch me, not stupid animal, stupid. She's gonna keep hitting the glass.
The bottle isn't corked or anything. He just used the bottle to catch you. And he's essentially looking at it like he's essentially holding it now as to opposed to like underhanded to essentially like something for you to land in. And as soon as you start insulting, his hand shifts and he's now holding it by his thumb and middle finger very much over the side.
Her eyes just as she's realizing her life is being threatened. And she just like goes on her knees and starts begging. She's like, "I'm sorry, but that's not. It's bad luck to kill fairies. It's very bad luck."
He sighs and just places the bottle down by his feet on his little welcome mat flying carpet, and just continues on with his seems to be putting back some books into these shelves.
She's gonna crawl out of the bottle and like, how tall is he?
He's roughly the size of a slightly tall, almost a little taller than a gnome, just medium height for a halfling. So I say maybe like just under 3 feet.
Oh, perfect. So she's gonna start like fluttering around him, and like, not kind of getting in his way, but she's observing him like up close and a little too personal. She's gonna like every so often like poke him with a mace to get his attention. It's like, is this real? Are you real? Not seen creatures like you before. Poke, 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 poke. Maybe if I poke him in the eye, I'll do something.
Mincy too.
Electric
I was going to say
boogaloo.
that's a very mincy thing to do.
Where do you exactly are you poking him?
I'm like poking, like at first his coat, so it's not like any, and then she's gonna like move on upwards until she gets to like probably his neck, and then she's by his feet when she like says that out loud, like I think I'm gonna poke his eye out.
And as soon as you say that, the last book he had has been placed into the shelf, and suddenly the carpet drops like an elevator.
Her eyes widen like a typical character would, and she's screaming for like bloody murder, and she's holding onto this raccoon's face, like its hairs.
And it's that weirdest kind of, I don't know if you've been on that stupid ride in Six Flags, or is that essentially just shoots you up into the air and then just back down. It's that weird thing like at the very end where like it's almost a forced stop, and it's just that, and then he just essentially walks off the carpet before he just rolls it up and puts it in a little bag that was next to where he landed. Small little purse like you see in the art.
Yeah, she's still like clinging onto his cheek with like his little follicle of hair, and her hair's like all standing up, eyes are wide, her wings are like petrified. She's not moving. She's scared. She's just like my life flashed before my eyes. Nope.
Ooh.
All right, and this raccoon man, no, just a raccoon really, just makes his way up to one of the desk that's at the side, and he seems to be filling out some papers next to it.
At this point, she's probably gonna takes a moment for her to like unhinge her hands from his face, and she's gonna like kind of, you know how like leaves fall to the ground,
Yeah.
that swaying motion. Yeah, she does one of those until she hits like the desk, and then she's gonna look up at him. It's like, what are you? Where am I? Did you kidnap me? I don't want to know. I do want to know. Tell me, where am I?
Did you just wake up here?
If I say yes, will you be mad? And if I say no, will you kill me?
So you just woke up here. Right.
Cool. Yeah. So far, so good. No murdering eyes or anything. Yeah.
I'm going to say this once. If you want to follow me, just don't get in my way. Otherwise, good luck in this place. And he finishes signing his name. And as you look, it's a small note that says, returning borrowed books, signed Jasik Norwin. And he just eventually, after he finishes writing it down with the implement that seems to be like chained to the desk, the paper just flashes and it's gone.
She's going to like blink her eyes because she's staring at that book. You know how people turn on lights when you're looking at a light bulb? She has one of those. Oh, my eyes.
And he just walks away. And here's the thing: it's a skitter. You can clearly hear him skittering.
It like takes her a minute to realize like he's gone. She's been flashbanged essentially, and she's like trying to flitter around with her arms outstretched, following the sound. She's like, wait! Who said I can follow you? I don't know where I am, and I don't know where. Ugh.
Mm-hmm.
Until she like finds him, and she's gonna cling onto his face. Okay, so
direct side of his face or in front of his face, because that's an entire other thing.
Oh, side of his face, like his cheek again.
Just roll this. Yeah, it's 14. You're fine.
Oh, thank
Just
God.
sighs tiredly, and just just keeps waddling his way there. Just skitter. You notice a few out of really sight, but a few other figures just passed through this very large, and now as you're looking at it, massive-looking library.
What type
And figures just out of focus that seem to pass through the shelves. Some look like they're taking books, some look like they're putting them back, and he seems to pay them no mind, and he just skitters quickly through.
Do they look around the same size as him, or like height?
Some look a little bit taller, others very much taller, massively so.
Yeah, she's gonna like kind of like hold onto his face a little bit tighter. Yo, raccoon person, where are we? Don't say a library.
Never mind.
Don't say. It's supposed to scare. They're like dead trees, but they still talk.
And he's just looking through his satchel once more.
Hey, don't ignore me. Don't. And she's gonna like kick his face a little.
Make a quick dex save.
God, he's gonna swat me. Oh, that's okay. Okay, 16.
Okay, he tried to what it looks like palm and put you back in the jar,
Yeah,
but you got away.
she's gonna laugh at his face and be like, "Ha! Can't catch me. Now tell me what I want to know. Where are we?"
And just walks away.
No, wait, no. He'd be bigger than me by just a little, but fudge. And she's gonna like flutter behind him.
All right, and you follow him about 2 corners, and just before he leaves, he'll stop as you reach a massive archway. And right across from what looks to be a side hallway, there's a massive entrance that he just looks at and is just stunned for a brief second as he looks across and sees some random elf digging in the dirt from his perspective. And he immediately looks up and spots something that caused him to take just a minor step back. You can roll me a perception check if you'd like to see what caught his attention.
Will do, buckaroo. 15.
It's pretty easy to get your line of sight at level with his. He's looking at what looks to be 3 ornamental statues on top of the corners of what you can now look to see like the entrance of an arena.
Huh. She's gonna look. Oh yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
He just walks very calmly to the side of the portal and just one time, very, very, just you'd think it'd be an accident with the way he hesitated for a second until he just looks one more time to make sure they're still there, and then he just bashes his head against the wall.
She's gonna look at the elf, confused. Gonna look up, even more confused, and then she's gonna hear the banging, and she's gonna look at this raccoon, and like her face is just complete confusion.
You can hear him cursing under his breath. Just, they're here.
She's gonna like flitter and try to like catch his head. He tries to smack, grabs. Look, one of us is dumb. Let's not make it both of us. Stop this.
Okay, change of plans.
Huh? We had plans?
I do, and they were going to be to quietly leave this place now. It's going to get a little more complicated.
Where is this place?
We're in a castle. What's left of it.
Ooh.
Here's the thing. I'm going to go back in here and just wait these fuckers out because, well, I've been here longer. If you really want out of here quick, pointing at the elf in the armor still digging in the dirt, they're likely to have a shot. Not a great one, and depending on who the hell was brought this time, it could be a good shot. It might be a bad one. I did this already. I'm not doing it again.
What? You're speaking in riddles. I told you one of us is dumb. And she points at herself.
Okay. And he just starts looking around, and he spots, and there is a tiny looking statue on the desk that you guys passed, and he just points at it. You see that? You see that little devil angel looking statue that's like just a little bit bigger than you?
Little, yeah, uh-huh.
That is going to follow you around until you leave here.
why?
Just
I'm doing the following.
Listen to me. It's gonna follow you. Wherever you go, whatever you choose to do. You want to live here, you want to camp out, you want to die, I don't give a shit. It's gonna follow you. Don't make too big of a deal out of it. Just find your way out if you want to.
Kill it? If I kill it, do you have one of them? And she's gonna start flittering around to see if you can find like his.
And he makes another dex check while he tries to grab you, because now the statue is now essentially bamped in front of where you guys are sitting, and it's no longer looking at you but at him, and he's just trying to. You look like he's trying to think of what he can say while you're doing your little thing.
Dex saving.
Yeah.
It was a 19.
Okay, then you very much missed the part where you very much tried to violently grab you in his hand.
But yeah, she's gonna like try to flitter around like, I don't see nothing. Are you fucking with me? You're fucking with me.
You know what? I don't need this. There your shot of getting out of here. Don't worry about the statues. Unless you want to fuck with the castle.
Like, see,
And
you
just,
tell me that.
just keep going forward. And he just points at the Colosseum and figure it out. Everybody's is different, but you just got to keep going.
But
If you make it, I'll meet you in the center town. Central.
did
if you
bring
don't-
me here?
No. And he just
Is she like-
goes back to, like, he starts walking into the library proper once again. Finds one of those little, like, evening chairs that you just wait to read a book, and he just pulls out a book and just starts waiting.
And she looks at the statue, and then she looks at the elfman, and she's like, she weighs her options, and she's like, all right, tiny or baby. You're not gonna help me. I'll figure this out. I'm not that. I got this. And she's gonna like look at the statue, and like eye it like very suspiciously, and be like, and she like is getting ready to hit it with a mace. Nah, I'm not that. Nah. And then she's gonna flitter over to the.
All right, and back with you guys. You're just about finishing your circle. You guys have finally broken down this stone door. And as
Woo.
you do, you hear the slight fluttering of wings as this small fairy seems to be approaching you from the other side of the hall and little area over there.
Hi. Hi. Hello.
You the reason I'm here?
What?
The raccoon said you guys are gonna get out, and I figure I have to.
Raccoon? I'm sorry. You're here, so that's somebody new. I don't really know what's going on here, but what
Why are
do
you
you
digging
know?
in the ground?
It's casting
Are
a
you-
spell.
Do you need help? Is something wrong with you?
No,
I know
no,
I'm
no.
dumb, but are you dumb? Do you need help? I think I have something for you. I
Well,
can
let
hit
me
you over the head.
finish. Okay, does he have to start over at this point? Or did the spell just finish?
Roll me a concentration check with advantage.
Fair enough.
You know enough to know that you can hold a slight conversation to the side, but the main focus is you got to keep that circle going.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, no, you're fine. You know, like to give the quick one-word answers, or just skip to backwards responses, then go back to the drawing.
Hold up. Wait a minute. We
You
can
got-
talk.
15 seconds, and then you're finished.
15 seconds. 1, 2, 3, and it just continues.
You're counting
I'm not-
very slow. Do you need help? I can help you.
Stop, please. Alright,
You
that
told
should...
me that you are my best bet to get out of here. How do I get out of here? Where are we? Who are you?
I have no idea. I just got here. I don't know where here is. I don't know this I don't know any. I mean, I know of raccoons, but I don't know any raccoons personally.
Freaking
I'm
two-legged beast, fun, furry mother. Freaking
I'm
get me
pretty
out of
sure
here.
they stand on 4 legs most of the time, but I don't know. I don't know.
She's gonna flitter around his face and then notice he has pointy ears. She's like, "Oh, you're one of my people."
I'm an elf. Which, by the way, just confirm, fairies are small creatures, but they're like around the same size. That's like they're around the
Oh.
same size as like halflings and gnomes and whatnot.
I'm making her super tiny, but I guess that's fair
They
too.
can shrink
I guess
or enlarge themselves.
they know enlarge reduce with that's one of the spells that they get from their ancestry. So you can shift as well between being I don't know what ruling you want to make on that, but I think that's normally. How big is she?
So right now she's super tiny. She probably casted small herself without realizing it.
Well, why do you know why you're here? Because I don't know why I'm here. I don't know
I'm here
why
asking
you're
the
here.
questions. That's why I'm asking you, because I thought you were. Because Raccoon said you were going to help me, and it's the only way I can get out of here. Because he doesn't want to help
I
out.
didn't tell the raccoon to tell you to help. Ask.
You're not
Ugh.
listening. I thought you. I was just. He said the Raccoon said he's going to help me. You were going to help me because
Okay, you're
he's going to get
talking
out. And you're
way
supposed to get
too
out.
fast. You are talking way too fast.
Okay.
You're talking way too slow now.
Okay, you can't have it both ways. You have to pick one.
Somewhere in the middle, please.
Why are you drawing in the ground?
I assume he's finishing, and should I describe how this is happening, or do you want to describe? He's summoning a Pegasus.
You feel free to describe it as you will.
Yeah, so he's kind of drawn out with this sword, this kind of ornate, elvish made sword, and kind of these symbols begin to glow with like a radiant yellow light, and kind of rising up from it is the form of a horse that sprouts out wings and that kind of extend to either side, and Pegasus has appeared, and kind of the light from it dissipates, and the Pegasus remains.
Magic wheel. So you brought me here. How'd you bring me here? Get me out of here.
I did not. Hey, I'm gonna yell to the other two. Found another one.
He covers her ears. I'm too close for you
I
screaming.
think we would go there, except for the fact that we just got this
My shoulder.
door.
I mean, I'm still letting you know. Yeah, I did not bring you here. They did not bring you here. We're all confused. We all don't know. And if you have a friend that knows the way out, why didn't you ask him more about how to get out?
He thinks for a minute and she just shrugs her shoulders.
So you're telling me somebody knew how to get out and they told you to go away and you did?
Well, he said that it would take so long to get out if I stayed with him, so he told me I have to go with you if I want to get out because it most likely you got out faster
You are
than you would.
talking too fast. You're here. You were talking here before. I'm going to need you to come down to around here. I assume you know roughly the motion you'd be making.
She just kind of flitters around him and gets really close to his ear. And she's like, she understands, but she's also like, if I talk louder, maybe he'll understand better.
I like listen in closely, like I think that you're about to like tell me some secret or something. You're about to just shout in his ear.
And she's just like getting herself like steady, has her feet like onto his like face, grabbing the top of the ear.
Shoulder, yeah.
There Derek, who told me I can't call out and this was something and you're just gonna get out faster than
You
he's gonna get
are.
out. So
I'm gonna like retreat, like try to like retract my head at that point.
yeah, she's
Someone
gonna
needs to
let it go.
cast slow on her.
Maybe that would work. Maybe just kind of try to talk at the same pace that I'm roughly talking at. Does that work? Same volume, same pace, roughly. Doesn't need to be exact. Just because I cannot make out what you're saying.
The elves always wanting their way, always their way. Ah, this one I don't like elves. Elves are hideous.
Okay, well that's closer. At least I'm understanding what you're saying now. Not that
She
I like
flitters
it.
around, and she's gonna look at the Pegasus, and she's gonna sit on top of the Pegasus' face, like its nose, and like pats it.
Well, the reason I was summoning this beauty is because I cannot get over this barrier on my own, but if you're able to fly up there, there's something up there that's gleaming over at us. But I was going to see what that was. So I'm gonna go do that, and maybe once that's figured out, we can all catch up and figure out what's going on.
You talk like I should know that there are other people here. All I know is that there's the wreck and some other creepy folks in the
They're
library.
literally like, I'm just pointing to the other people, like the other two, and it's like they're literally right over there.
Well, she was just like not paying attention. She's gonna be like,
They're
oh,
literally right there.
Did they bring me here?
Fine, it's fine. Just, I'm gonna go do the thing and find out what's gleaming over there, and then I'll be back.
And she's gonna flitter over to the other people because she's like, they brought me here.
Just,
Oh no.
please be calm.
She didn't hear you. She already started flittering.
Oh man, I mean, in his thoughts at least, it's at least she's not mumbled. Like, I was about to say rap because it's like you were speaking like at the pace of a
Like Eminem, I know, I'm great.
yeah. But you didn't make any sense at all whatsoever.
There were some times I actually spelled words, and other times I didn't.
Yeah, some of those times, yes. Every fourth word, roughly.
But yeah, she's gonna flitter over to the two ladies by the door.
I'm gonna try and figure out what this gleaming thing is, because by golly, about time.
So, what is
I don't
at
know.
the door?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's now you guys have taken down this door. Are you planning to keep going forward? Gonna go back and tell your friend what you did? What's the plan?
Gonna abandon me?
Maybe.
Is that what you're gonna do?
I don't know.
Get out.
I want to see what's on the other side of the door before I make any decisions.
It's just some stairs leading up.
Ah. Going up the stairs.
All right, you make your way.
One of these stairs lead to like the front row.
The stairs continue to elevate, and they'll divide off into three. One to the left. There's a second one
Oh,
that
shoot.
goes right. That breaks up. Instead of going up, it just becomes a hallway. That just seems to circle around. And the last one goes one more floor up.
So, and she's gonna start walking towards the one on the right.
Very.
The one that goes up, or the ones that goes left, or the one that circles around.
And the one that goes up.
Okay, that's the center one.
That one. She's
It's
gonna
gonna
walk towards that one.
All right, up you go. Are you doing this alone, or both of you going at the same time?
Yeah.
Go with her buddy system, I guess.
Awesome.
Split the party.
Cool. Then it just takes you a bit of time before you get there, and you see another one of these doors. Same design, same thing. How you try to open it?
I'm gonna break this. I'm just kidding.
No, you can. It's up to you.
No, her shoulder's still a bit tender, so she's gonna try to slide this one open.
And it resists just a little at first, until you remember it's stone and it's probably heavy, and then it just starts very audibly grinding to the side. And as it does, you are met with a small side hallway that leads out into this very nice, essentially an overview of the entire arena. As you enter this nice little balcony setup, a few chairs, a few tables to the side. You
Little
imagine,
seat.
I mean, you'd imagine if you were sitting here, you'd get a pretty good view of pretty much everything that's happening down there.
Yeah.
And there are also 3 mirrors that are essentially on the sides that seem to be on wheels.
On wheels? Huh.
Large, what look like full-length bedroom mirrors, essentially large ovals.
From where
Maybe
we're
try lining them up to reflect something.
from where we're standing right now, are we able to see Akin and I guess the flittering off tile at this point?
At this point, you are able to see that. How close do you get to the seating and the mirrors?
I think she would probably walk forward. Is there like a railing or anything over that's on this thing that
Nope.
she could pair over? No. Ooh.
Nope. So she could jump over if she wanted.
Ooh.
As soon as you get within roughly 10 feet, you'll notice each of these mirrors, the edges are very ornate, and there are visible runes carved into the sides.
Oh. I think. Yeah, she is going to look over, I guess look down at Akin and just yell out really quickly. Hey, we found some mirrors. I'm gonna check them out. And then she's gonna do
Ooh,
just that.
there's a fairy over here. By the way, I
Very.
think she's heading over to you. Actually,
Do you touch the mirror?
Good question. I sure do touch that mirror.
Left, right, or the middle?
That is the middle one.
And as you do, the image on this mirror seems to shift. The runes just slightly glow for a bit, and you're looking at another point of view, essentially the same elevation, but on the opposite side of the arena. And you're looking once again at your friend, but when you're taking that side glance from the mirror to where you see him now, you see his front, while the other one you'll see his back.
Huh. If I try to reach out to touch the glass on the mirror, do I feel glass?
It seems to be solid.
Huh.
How hard do you press?
I think she presses pretty hard. Enough to
It
determine if it's
starts to
actually
shimmer.
like full on
It
glass.
starts to shimmer. It shimmers, and it feels like your hand's almost about to go in, like when you're putting your hand against sand, like right before you push it in, but you never go through.
Oh. Yeah, she'll quickly retract her hand at that point. Nope, I don't like that. And she's gonna turn towards Makoto. Do you wanna look? Touch this mirror. It's weird.
You wanna what? Sorry, that broke up for me.
Touch this mirror. It's weird. It feels weird.
Okay. Fine. She'll just full on open splayed hand, touch the mirror
How hard are you pressing against it?
in the middle. A what?
How hard are you pressing against the mirror?
Yeah, pretty hard. Full on Makoto smack.
Then once again it begins to ripple. Almost like it was essentially... almost like it was a puddle beginning to ripple when a bit of a drop of water hits it, but it's the same texture as sand right before your hand. It begins to push it down and go into it.
Ooh. Can I, like, stick my whole hand, like, through it?
No, it seems to resist, though it almost feels like your hand...
Or is it just, like, sort of like a depression?
No, as you put your hand to the glass, and it feels like, for some reason, the image starts to become distorted. No, not distorted. Seems to waver, like your hand's about to push through water, but it just never goes through, no matter how hard you push against it.
Interesting. Okay. And they're apparently not for traveling, for teleportation. Wonder what they're here for then.
A teleport? You have mirrors that can teleport you places?
It's a thought. Wouldn't be beyond the realm of possibility.
I have one at my house. It's the best commute from work. Best investment.
Pretty cool.
It sounds like some weird things will come out of that mirror.
Really weird.
Really weird.
Like really, really weird.
Oh wait, you guys, what was your passive perceptions? I forgot.
A 16.
11.
Okay, then you would have seen it. There was a small piece of paper next to one of the chairs sitting there.
Ooh.
And it seems to be a small lineup of matches, barely legible names, and on the side of them is essentially who is to win and who is not to.
Mm.
And essentially, each of these matches seems to be written to how long they should last before a victor is decided.
Matches.
Wow. Rigged Coliseum.
Yep. Oh, there's also a small bit of there seem to be throwing knives, arrows, and a small quiver of bolts on the far side.
Ooh. On that list of names, any that would be familiar or noticeable or of note?
They're barely legible. You can't really get a full name out of any of these.
I just want to make sure, like, my name's not on there, and I'm like, wait a minute.
Not that you can see, although two of the names are in a language that I don't believe you speak. Do you speak primordial?
I do not.
Okay. And yeah, two of these, there's two are in common, and then two more are in Elven. And I think most of you guys speak that, and then double check. Common and Elven?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can in fact speak common
Common and Dwarvish is what I speak.
Okay, then you'd only be able to read two of these names. The other...
I can read Draconic and Goblin.
I can read.
And as you make your way up the... I have no idea. Are you going up the stairs? Or are you looking through, like, the bottom seating?
I'm trying to find these
up?
girls.
I mean, you could just go fly straight up or look around, however you'd like to do it.
She's gonna follow the girls. Okay.
if anything, you definitely heard her call out, "Hey, I found some mirrors."
Yeah,
you
hearing that,
probably
she's gonna.
fly straight toward them, and eventually you'll find them at the top balcony.
Whoever's like closest to the balcony, she's gonna like ram into them and like pull on their hair.
I think that's what that.
Yeah, she's gonna pull on Makoto's hair and then she's you nasty human little people freaking get in your hair and want to get out of
What
here.
the
Get out of here.
Told you a fairy.
Okay, what do I have to do to like slap her between my hands like a mosquito?
That's up to you, but that could be your thing.
I suppose a dex?
I mean, that depends on what you're doing. Are you about to attack her? That'd be an attack roll against her. Are you doing causing an effect that would make her make a save?
Maybe contest a dexterity?
What are you trying to do? Like grapple her, attack her, capture?
Well, like sort of slap her between my hands to stop her, I guess.
That'd be a contested
like
grapple.
squatting.
You'd be an athletics versus her contested acrobatics or athletics.
Okay. I'll try that. And that's an 18.
Oh, you get me. I got a 16.
With well
Like she's like
precision
swinging in your
and
hair.
aim. And you just like straight up Buddha palms flat, and she's now trapped within your hands.
She's gonna start biting
Okay.
fingers. Let me go! Freaking human! Get out!
You do take a few points of
Okay,
damage.
you must be that little fairy.
Little!
You literally are in between her hands.
And she starts nomming on your fingers again.
Ouch, ow, I can't stand it. Please help. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Listen here, you little mosquito. What the heck are you doing here?
Miss Mosquito! You.
My great grandfather was a mosquito.
Yeah, kidnapping fairies and trapping them and freaking raccoons and you. Let me out. You're just scared because if I got out of here, you know I'd. But I beat your human ass and freaking.
What the? What?
Yeah, I'm absolutely terrified. You know what? We're here because, well, honestly, we don't know. So, if you're trying to get out of here as well, I suggest you take it down a couple notches.
Why? Because I'm short?
Sure.
No, just slow down with the talking and chill.
What's wrong with you people? What's wrong with you? You can't understand how to talk. Very stupid. Freaking stupid.
Also, your horse is summoned, and you can fly up here at any point in time, or just sit back and watch this.
I wanted to go and see what was gleaming, if at all possible.
No, you're free to go that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go do that.
You go up to the second balcony, and there you'll find what caught that glint was a fully cocked and ready heavy crossbow bolt on the heavy crossbow that seemed to be like laid on the little edge. And to the side, where the seats are for this specific box, and a very nice ornamental mirror in the corner.
Taking those with me, because I don't know.
Which one?
Both?
Okay, you're now carrying a massive mirror and a heavy crossbow.
I maybe leave the mirror. I'll try pushing my... let me see if I'm smart enough to try pushing my hand into it. Yeah, he's smart enough to try pushing his hand into it.
Cool. You're still holding the crossbow?
Sure. Yeah, I think so.
Can you make me a dexterity saving, please?
Cool. 16.
You fall through the mirror, and you're back down on the ground on the left side of the stadium.
So the opposite side, or is it the same side that he was on?
Same side. It's essentially stage left.
What the hell? What, does it seem like he fell through anything?
Yes, as soon as you place your hand on it, and you begin to see, like they did, the left side of the arena, but like in better detail. And while you are holding the crossbow, the heavy crossbow in your hand, you essentially it's the same thing happened. It started to ripple, but you very much fell through.
That was weird. Well, I mean, he has this heavy crossbow now, and
It's cocked,
knows
loaded,
what was-
ready, and there are a bunch of other extra shots back up there. Your steed is also just up there chilling.
I'm gonna. Does the ammo seem special or different than normal?
You can
Or did
try an investigation check.
I'll roll an investigation check. 7.
It's shiny. It's engraved with some really cool, intricate stuff, but you can't really seem to make heads or tails of it. There's some weird scratches on the crossbow itself, but you also just assume that's just for decoration.
Do they look like raccoon scratches? Or can I tell?
They might. It's a possibility a raccoon may have tried to work this, and it's obvious they couldn't do it.
Fair enough. If possible, I'll instruct the steed to bring down the rest of the bolts, but otherwise, I'm gonna call it back and try and find the rest.
Was it a Pegasus or like a Griffin or
It's a Pegasus.
And
Actually, no, a Griffin. Let me see if there's any stat differences.
It's like it's trying its best with its hooves. If I could find that unfortunate glyph of the poor horse trying to do something with his hands. Poor bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll make it a. Nah, I think a Pegasus. I guess they keep on going back and forth. A Griffin. I think a Griffin is cooler for this.
With a Griffin and its claws, it can grab you, and you now have 40 bolts for this interesting looking heavy crossbow.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll put all that away. The mirror can stay there for now, figure out what's going on there, and I'm going to try and catch up with the others now that I've finally done that.
All right, back up to you ladies. How is this conversation going?
Yeah. Goes basically trying to just like drown out this little fairy.
He's gonna like yell and bite, yell and bite, yell and bite.
What do you reckon we do with it? Then she'll turn to Lynette.
Oh, you caught a bug. Gross.
Squish it.
Yeah, and it won't stop talking.
Wait, a talking bug?
Magic!
And you didn't like the elf.
Get me out, get me out, get me out!
I think it wants to be let go.
Listen to the other stupid humans, stupid
Yeah,
human.
but if I let it go, it might like eat your face
Oh, that's
or try
true.
to.
And I don't want that.
Stupid humans!
No,
All these stupid people
probably
are doing.
No.
I don't want stupid people. I don't want
It's also
Do you have
the
a
race.
jar or something?
No. No. No jars. No
You
jars.
know
jars.
what? Let me check.
Ah!
Inventory. Let's see, do I have any jars? I do not. I do not have
Can I
any
use a
jars or
strength check
vessels
to
of
get
any
out of
kind.
her freaking hands? I want to get out.
You can try one
Downside
more grapple check of your choice of athletics or acrobatics. Makoto, you can keep your previous thing unless you want to try and like reaffirm your grip and try again.
Nah, I'll keep it.
Yeah, what was yours again? It was like 19 or something?
I think so.
18.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. I got less than what I had earlier, so it's fine.
You somehow lodge yourself even more in between her hands.
Gonna like try to take one of her hands down, trying to get back her weapon, and then she realizes she's stuck because like she just can't do it. She's like,
We just gotta wear her out, like a music box.
you know, humans.
Eventually,
Oh,
she'll
good
chill out.
child.
Why'd you get me here? Why'd you take me here? Why are we kidnapping fairies now? I thought we were over this.
Wait, why did we didn't do anything?
Humans, you disgusting! You're always taking things with your chores. You're just like the elves.
Listen, little mosquito thing. What is your name anyway?
Yes, fairy, you big human.
Okay,
That's a weird
fairy
name.
thing. What is your name?
It's too important to tell you. Let me out.
Okay.
What if you just
You know,
like,
did your mom ever
throw
teach you
her?
please?
What?
I
What's a
could.
peas? What's a peas?
Like if we like
Please.
throw her far and what if we try to throw her through the mirror?
No, what? Where's the mirror? And she's gonna look at the mirror and she's like,
I mean, that's a thought.
dumb. Both of you are dumb. Humans
Okay,
are dumb. Elves
listen,
are dumb.
and she's just gonna hold you up. Now listen. Either you chill the hell out, or you're gonna be thrown into that mirror, or I will flick you across this Coliseum.
Or I just curse you with the howls and dreams. Dreams? Oh no, nightmares.
Girl, I've already had plenty of nightmares. They don't hardly faze me much anymore.
You're a stinky human. But don't throw me in the mirror. I love it.
Listen, thingy. Are you gonna chill or not?
I am not a cold item.
What I mean is, are you going to calm down if I let
am
you go?
calm. I'm super calm.
No, you're not.
Can I
You
roll
are
a
hyper.
deception check? No, she's like looking at her options. She
I
sees
mean,
the
you
other
can try.
human like looking at her. It's just like, I'll do this killing if you tell me why the fuck did you kidnap me?
We didn't kidnap any. I mean, I didn't kidnap anyone. I don't know about those two.
Me neither.
Weren't you the one that literally caught her between your hands?
Well, yeah, but she was being crazy.
I am not being
Like,
crazy. I am
fair.
being very logical right now.
Does holding count as kidnapping?
No, I think you have to take her somewhere.
No. That stupid raccoon told me to come to you people. You said you'll get me out of here. You're not doing anything. You're just keeping me stuck.
Would I be catching up about now, or
Wait, a
Yeah.
raccoon?
You probably wouldn't be.
wouldn't be, or would be?
Yeah,
What
the
would be?
library raccoon.
A library raccoon.
Yeah, you stupid human. You can't hear me?
I mean, I'm just. Maybe we should throw her. She doesn't seem.
Yeah, you know what? It's not a bad idea. And Makoto will
Don't
just
you
like line her up
Don't you
and then
dare!
go to
No.
flick her off her palm.
Do you not know who I am? I am Tile! Oh,
Actually,
shit!
I don't.
And she covers her mouth as soon as she says her name with the one free hand.
You're a tile?
Okay,
You're
Tile.
not making sense.
Your face doesn't make sense, human!
Mean.
Okay. And yeah, so Makoto's just gonna like open her palm briefly enough to try to flick Tile into the mirror.
I want to fly away!
You do have wings.
Mm-hmm.
See if I fly faster than you flick.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. What would that be, like Dex or something? Or athletics? Like when you flick a bug off a table. Ooh, it wouldn't be good anyway. That's a 6.
I'll roll an acrobatic. Woo. 14.
Good job.
As she flies away, she's like, and she sticks out her tongue at the. Get me out of here!
Uh-huh. So anyways, about those mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna examine the other one. The one on the right.
And as soon as you press your palm or get close enough to touch it, it does the same as the others and shows another angle of the arena.
Stop touching it and get me out of here!
She's gonna go to the one on the left and touch that one.
Same thing happens, a new side of the arena.
I don't know what this means.
Means you are not listening to me and not getting me out of here!
Mm-hmm.
Is this when Akin joins us, or?
I believe so, yes. On his newly mounted griffin, crossbow in hand, rocking almost a pose for a split second before, things return to normal.
That
He is
sounds
a
right.
poser.
Mhm.
He is a poser.
I mean, in a griffin, fully
I'm
armed,
proud.
weapon in hand.
Did you always have those?
Have what? The armor? What do you mean?
Did you not have armor before? Wait.
No, I had the armor before. Are you talking about the griffin or the sword? I don't know what
Did you not
you're.
have a sword?
Oh, you mean the crossbow? Okay, no, I did not.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what's different.
It's definitely the
Uh,
crossbow.
Where's the fairy I sent over your way? She just
Oh.
kind of popped up at me and screamed.
She's gonna flutter over and
Were
like
you the
try
one
to
that
hit him with her
kidnapped
mace.
Oh,
She gets her mace ready to hit him in the face. You
him.
told me to
Okay.
fly to them!
I like to duck, if at all possible.
So she's essentially just, if you're going for an attack roll an attack.
I just want to see if I hit him. It's not to
roll.
like.
Not to damage
Deal
if you
damage.
want. You did,
Yeah.
but if you want to make contact, gotta roll the attack.
Okay, I got 22.
That hits me just barely. 21
Yeah.
AC.
Pink, you very much hit him. I don't know how much force you wanted to put behind that, but
Not too much.
Well-
She's still in her tiny phase, so let's just say it feels more like a.
I mean, no, even when tiny, like proportion-wise,
Right.
your power's still there. So if you wanted to, you could make a nice little indent in that armor.
Well, I rolled to see damage, and I got rolled a 6.
Okay, so it feels like not so much as a deliberative thing, but you ran into a metal pole wherever she just struck you.
Yeah, so she
The hell?
moves.
I don't even know.
You and your friends kidnapped me.
Either.
What happened? Okay, I missed stuff. I can already tell what happened.
Oh, I love misfit parties.
Humans don't, and elves don't like each other. Why are you all working together? Just to kidnap you? Just to kidnap elves? What? Fairies? No. What? Huh? Where am I?
So I assume it was just this, and you guys tried to rein it in to some degree.
We found some mirrors and a
Yeah.
list.
Yeah. What happened in regards to all this?
By this, you mean the mirrors?
The fairy.
I am still here. Don't talk like I'm not.
Oh. Smashed her between my hands.
I mean, yes, I do want to know about the mirrors because I also found a weird mirror.
Didn't really learn anything from the little mosquito.
I'm not a mosquito.
No, she seemed pretty useless.
Also, you don't get shields on.
I am not useless.
What do you do?
I am tile.
That's not. Do you tile? Is that what you do?
Sometimes.
Do you
Oh.
tile houses?
She said
What?
she was a tile and then talked about the library raccoon. I don't think she's mentally
Oh, yeah,
all
she talked-
here.
She talked about the
You're
raccoon
mentally
needs
all
to-
here.
That's neither
That's-
here nor there.
True, but yeah, neither here nor there.
Just get me home, you stinky humans. And elf.
You know what? We would love to get you home. We would all
Yeah.
like to be home.
We'd all
But,
like to be
you
home.
kinda
You're not
gotta
the only one
not.
trapped. You're not the only one trapped here. And you're not the only one who doesn't have any idea of what's going on. So, chill.
Rubbish.
These.
Am I just hearing Craig in the background
just heard
saying
Craig.
these?
It was funny.
I want to imagine there's an even smaller fairy following you, like your Jiminy Cricket, but he's angry all the time, giving you bad advice.
Yeah.
He's playing Fortnite right now, which I haven't seen him playing. So
Oh, it's because they updated it now, and now it's just a.
that's fair.
I heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My character just yelled to the elf saying she is not a cold beverage.
I fail to see how that's relevant to the situation, but I also don't know what's going on. And neither do you, and we've been over this before, so...
Well, the raccoon told me that you are the easiest way to get out of here. Or
We
faster.
don't know any raccoons.
Go with.
Well, that's your problem now, isn't it?
And we don't know how to get out of here.
Oh, come on. Let's just... Can we just work together to figure out how to get out of here, or do we need to keep going around and round and round again?
I don't like circles. I get dizzy.
You're not very good with metaphors, are you?
Why would I talk to the floors?
Metaphor, not floor.
I thought elves were supposed to be smart.
I'm gonna roll
Anyway.
something. Okay. Okay, admittedly, I gotta roll by that. I was gonna roll to see how patient he would be with her. With low numbers being, he'd, like, low enough, he'd probably, like, yeah, smack her. But no, I got a nat 20, so he's just...
Patience of a god.
What do you need? What do you want? How can we explain things to you?
Out of here. And Library raccoon said you'd get me out of here faster.
Okay, kind of turning to the others. Is it weird that I'm starting to understand what she's saying when she talks fast like that?
Maybe
'Cause-
it's like unlocking a
It
new
is weird.
skill.
I need you to listen to me. We do not know why the raccoons said that we would know how to get out of here, because we don't.
Are you telling me the
We're
raccoon
trying-
lied to me?
We're trying to get out of here, and you're welcome to help us. And if we find a way out, we will bring you with us.
Like,
We don't
guys,
know if
no
the raccoon's
audio, literally
lying to you, because we don't know if we know how to get out of here. Because we don't know why we're here in the first place, because we're in the same boat as it sounds as you.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Wait, if you're also taken here, why weren't you in the room with us? Where did you come from?
Where'd that raccoon come
With a
from?
raccoon for-
Yeah, but I'm not sitting.
And she's gonna point in the general direction where she thinks that. Her sense of direction isn't great, so let me roll to see if she's anywhere near it. Nope. So if she's pointing in the right direction or not, who knows?
Wonderful.
Well then. You continue with that oh so revealing chat.
What just happened?
Could be.
There's some lag, I think, maybe. But so what are you guys doing?
Leaving this area to go scope out one of the other places.
Yeah, there was a couple
Like
rooms
maybe
we
the one
skipped
that loops
earlier.
around.
So you guys gonna not finish looking this place over?
I want to keep looking this place over.
Here's the thing: you guys haven't looked for an exit. You've just explored the high balconies. Just making that clear. You guys haven't gone in a full sweep of the actual place.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get back to it. I got distracted by the first door.
Yeah, maybe we should figure out more
Let's
about
look
what's
around.
going on here.
Hey, just roll me a quick investigation check to see how fast you find something.
All of us, or just one of us?
Whoever's going to do the actual searching. If you
Okay.
said you want to just chill
Um,
here and keep messing with the mirrors, or go back into the other rooms, or who knows what else you want to do.
All
You
of
do
us,
clock.
somebody else.
There
would
is a
need
fourth statue.
investigation.
It's a tinier one, and all of you do clock it.
15.
Wait. I don't like that other statue.
Oh,
It's weird. It's smaller than the other ones.
15 as well for my investigation.
Alrighty then. And you starting like from the top, bottom, top. How are you going about this search? From where you are?
Bottom to top.
All right. As you go back down and start exploring the little things, you realize it's more or less a standard layout of a coliseum. Bottom rows leading upwards, and about 10 minutes afterward, you'll get to about midway to the top, where you'll notice that the middle of the center back to where the large balcony is, there's a door on the second story, right below it. Seems to be another doorway.
I found another door. Is it another
Ooh.
sliding door?
Nice.
No, this one seems to be wooden, and it does seem to have hinges on the sides.
I'm gonna try and open it.
I was just sitting on the griffin.
All right. Did anyone else there with you, or are you doing this just you?
I think Makoto was also looking, right?
Yeah, I was doing the one doorway that loops around. That's what I was going with.
Yeah, I was gonna
Okay.
help somebody else with investigation, so I guess that would be Makoto if you're looking around.
Roll with advantage,
Yeah.
Makoto.
I don't get good investigation,
Okay.
so I'll just help.
So that first roll that I made was 15, and this one's 17.
All right, and with that, while looping around, you find a second exit to the bottom of the Colosseum, essentially the other way to get to the Colosseum from this seating. And there you'll find a few shoveled weapons and what looked to be a sword stabbed into the wall with a skeleton hanging off of it.
Cool.
With a
Yeah,
what?
the miss. What?
A skeleton hanging off of it.
Oh, nice. Okay. That's not ominous or anything. Are there any details about this sword?
You could try and examine
Any
it.
etchings or insignias?
Roll your
Okay.
just looking or trying to physically interact with the weapon.
Like kind of physically interacting with it, like she's getting up close and personal with this thing.
Okay, but not actual touching it, right?
She does like maybe touch the hilt, like
Okay. You'll notice it's a finely made long sword. Seems to have a few runes at the base of the blade. Nothing overtly odd about that. Seems to be well made, very aged, but when you essentially touch it to get a better look, there's a cold chill that runs through you, and I'll need you and Aaron to both make me wisdom saves one more time. Your Makoto's will be at disadvantage.
All right.
Who's everybody that needs to make the wisdom saves again?
Just you two.
Just get this thing to work.
All right.
Oh, you'll have the +2
That
from
is
your aura, right?
Yes, right. Yeah.
Weapon?
Yeah, you can add the +2 for the aura.
okay. Wisdom saving. Okay. So first one's 19. Roll that again. And the second one is also 19. Wow.
21.
Ooh, some solid rolls. Unfortunately, as soon as you touch the blade, it seems to dislodge from the wall and clatter. Do you keep holding on to it, or do you let it drop?
I guess if it's just filling me with cold, then I imagine I might drop it.
Okay, and as soon as you drop it and the skeleton seems to shatter into dust, a chill goes through everyone in the arena's quick sense of feeling as this loud and audible scream is heard from the very center of the Colosseum.
Ooh.
And from the well, essentially beginning to evaporate from the center appears to be a woman. She's garbed in this immensely ornate. It's a cross between an armor and this very fine white dress, but over it is an intricate, symmetrical lining of steel, chain, and intricately designed guards, armor seem to be layered over what she's wearing, and this massive, enormous cross. And all of you can essentially feel that she's there. Some of you haven't actually seen her, but you can feel it. And this stands at the very center of the Colosseum.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Pretty.
Whoever the heck she
Went
is.
to go evil.
Is goodness. Huh.
Yeah, this is unfortunately Mercy and that she's
So,
evil.
can we-
Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
This is the level 20 Oathbreaker Mercy.
This seems familiar.
Yeah. So can we turn around and see her?
You can't. Where you are at, you're essentially just turn in the corner, and you very much see the archway to the outside of the arena, and that's where you see this ominous figure
Okay.
seem to evaporate in. What do you do?
So she screams, and
You
then she
heard a scream.
so she appears, screams, and is still there.
No, you heard a scream coming from there, and when you went to look,
Okay.
that's when you saw her begin to essentially evaporate into being.
Okay.
Neat.
I think a what the hell would slip upon seeing that.
Oh, is that another one of your friends? Do I have to yell at them too?
I
No friend of mine, that's for sure.
don't recognize her. Is she not a person on that cross sword thing?
And I'm
It
assuming
would certainly appear to be.
I also heard it from where I'm at the wooden door.
Yes. Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Do I turn around and look, or do I just ignore it and move on? Do I turn around and look, or do I?
Good question.
She's gonna turn around and look.
Regret your decision.
Oh, I should have just moved on. Guys, who's that?
What?
Hey, one of your
Oh,
human
no.
friends. Thank you.
Not my friend.
You're all the
Don't know
same.
who the hell that is.
I'm gonna try for the door again.
Hey, who the hell are you? Co's gonna yell at this gal.
The
Does she
door.
seem familiar at all?
Probably a stupid thing to do.
The door doesn't budge.
Oh wait, she can't see her.
Yeah, no. Door doesn't budge. But you guys did. If you moved out, like I said, you were just out by the archway to go out into the arena where she is still standing. Do any of you
Mhm.
go out to the actual arena, or do you just keep there looking at her?
Yeah, I'll go down to the arena.
Um,
All right, you step outside because you're essentially going downstairs from the bottom.
yeah.
When you two look out there and just essentially see her, you both had high enough perception, right? 16, 15?
Yeah, I got a 15 in mind.
I had 11.
Okay, then you probably don't clock this. You, however, Kellen, do. The statues that are following you guys that always seem to be at the back have once again switched.
Mhm.
The four of them are now at the door. All four of them still facing all of you, but they are now kneeling.
Okay.
That's ominous.
Very.
And this mysterious figure now turns to you as you've both entered, and you hear not her voice physically, but in your minds, question asked, "Who are you? What do you want?" what will you give up?
I want to leave.
We just want to get out of here. We have no idea what we're doing here.
Yeah, no, agreed. I mean, it'd be cool if we, like, could just leave. Yeah, that's really the only thing at the moment. Maybe, like, some food? It's been a while since we've eaten. At least me, I don't know. But, yeah, mostly just to leave. Hello?
He just seems to be waiting for other responses because everyone else heard it in your heads.
Oh.
I don't know that.
No, so you're just there asking her, I guess, over and over again.
We're just gonna yell at it and say, like,
Well, to leave and know what was up with that portrait, I guess.
Mostly the leave thing, though. But yeah, no, that would be nice if at all possible.
Yeah.
No,
I guess that's more of a youth thing. Seems like.
Yeah.
I just want to leave.
my character's yelling again.
You can keep the other three. I could give them up. That's fine.
I mean, if that's how that works, I don't think that's how that works. But if that is how it works, then how about all of us leave and that racist pixie stays?
I'll say
Racist
yes. If it's,
pixie.
I just
I'm
didn't know if
not
it
a
would
pixie.
be worth enough.
I mean, we could try at least, though, right?
She's like
Momo
yelling all the
first has to
profanities.
try.
She's yelling all the profanities and like stomping on the poor person's face, but like her little feet don't do shit.
Just kind of like throws her
Only-
off, like bucks her off.
Teal, only you noticed this, but the raccoon once again came outside to check and immediately went pale at what he saw and just did that Homer Simpson slink back into the library.
She's gonna start pointing over at where the raccoon was, but she's not saying it. She's there. And as soon as he's gone, she's like, I see how this is crazy.
What? I didn't see anything.
So does this chick respond to our demands or our questions?
Once each of you have given your answer to each of the questions.
What was the
Which-
question again?
Who are you? What do you want? What will you sacrifice? And no one's answered the first one yet.
I'm Aken? I don't have a last name.
She
My
does
creator never gave me
turn-
one.
She does turn to you in acknowledgement of the answer, and then seems to wait for.
Oh, names.
Brother.
Lynette.
She doesn't turn to acknowledge anyone. She just keeps looking at, and she's just looking at you, man.
Hmm.
Is that your girlfriend? Tell your girlfriend to get us out of here.
Not as far as I'm aware.
I'm
Is that what
Makoto
you want?
Rashomar.
I want you to be my girlfriend. No, I'm kidding.
Okay, here's the thing. Did you actually say that? Because
No.
he's waiting for you to answer the questions. You've answered 2 of them now. In order. Who are you? What do you want? What will you sacrifice? No one really went in order until you started.
My 1 gold piece.
No, what do you want? That's the next question. I think she's
Yeah,
gonna be
I
your girlfriend
assumed-
for
I
a gold
assume-
piece.
The girlfriend thing was not an actual response. I'm
No,
giving you
no.
that one because that's going to trigger some other things. I've looked at my characters in through this. This has been asked
I am-
before.
Say
Akin.
it. Say it. Say you want a girlfriend.
Well, that would be funny. I am Akin, I would like to leave, and I will give up 1 gold piece. Any response?
I
Yeah, she lifts up this massive
am
cross.
Makoto Rashomar. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. We're all
And she
going in a
essentially
group.
plants it into the ground with a very ominous. It doesn't pierce the ground, but it does shake the entire Colosseum. And she essentially holds her opposite hand out, and waits.
Ooh, okay. Like, how is she holding it out? Like a handshake, like a palm facing out towards us, or
Palm facing up like she's expecting something to be given.
I pull out of my pouch 1 gold piece and place it in her hand.
Right.
Kind of very carefully, very, very carefully.
And after that, and you step back, it disintegrates and just turns to dust as she puts her hand back down.
Okay. All right. Huh.
Next up,
Is this
I
like one of
guess?
those things where it has to be like of equal value? Maybe, I don't know.
Who
Now,
knows?
I need to go back on some. I need to just because I wasn't able to keep track of this. Who said their name after you? Because it's essentially her head is now essentially looked toward the next person who answered her first question.
This guy spoke next.
Yeah, so
Oh no.
she's looking at you.
Hi.
Yeah, I think that was.
Lynette. I want to leave. I think I already said you could probably have these 3, but I mean, if that's that, I don't know. You want a gold? I have gold.
Okay, now when you offered her these 3, when you said, she essentially took out a very ornate and beautifully encrusted golden skull dagger that then vanished from her hand and into yours.
Oh. I
Oh,
didn't
shit.
know I would have to like. Can I
Uh-huh.
think on this? Is this a limited time deal?
Oh.
How long do I have?
No, you're not killing us.
And as you seem to hesitate in this, the blade returns back to her own hand,
Damn.
and she seems to sheathe it.
What if I use my own blade?
She only quirks her head to the side a bit and just turns to the rest of you and just seems to extend her hand out to you like she did, like she did to Gaddis, and is waiting.
Okay. Sorry.
Uh,
Makoto Rashomar. I want to leave. I want to understand the portrait. And you know what? I would give you my trusty old lance. I'm emotionally attached to this thing, but I would give that to you. Get out of here.
She's
And
still
she
looking at
basically
Lionette.
tosses.
She's still looking at Lionette.
Oh.
gold.
As-
Gold. Yeah.
Right now, here's the thing. Right now, no one said anything other than she's offering the 3 of you, and that's it. That's as far as that conversation with her is going. No
She will place
counter offers.
Yeah, she will
What?
place down her old gold piece on her hand.
What if I don't? Could I go again, or because
No.
I'm still here?
Wait, your turn.
That maybe don't kill us all in the meantime, though.
I'm gonna see if this works. And she's gonna place a gold piece down on her hand.
All right. And you do, and nothing happens.
Oh, all right, looks like it has to be murder.
I don't know if that's necessarily true, but
It's
okay.
always the answer.
Yeah. I mean, you're not necessarily wrong depending on the situation.
So
Maybe just pointing
Anyway.
out, you haven't physically told her that that's what you were going to do. You just handed her gold.
I think there'll be a follow-up question of, so is the gold okay? Is that an okay compromise? Let's say I'm willing to give up this gold for that. Yes?
And the gold will then vanish from her hand. Again, seemingly to disintegrate while she places her hand back down. And then Myrrh moves over to Makoto.
Alright, I think you guys got lucky.
Okay.
Did we?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So, okay. So go to Ishida, want to leave, but also want to know about the portrait, and I'll give it my old lance, and she'll toss it at this lady.
Okay, define how you toss this lance to this individual.
I mean, like a sort of a, she'll hold it up, like shrug it up, like, heads up, and then just not like throwing it like a weapon, like a javelin, but just like tossing it at her for her to catch.
So not like a direct spearing, trying to just a sideways throw for her to catch her herself.
No. Yes.
And she does. And hold on. Okay. And she seems to almost weigh it in her hand. And when she takes a tight enough grip, it begins to morph and take on the aesthetic that her current instrument and attire wear. So this thing essentially starts, gets a drill twist. There is now a skeleton at the base of the pommel, gold etching all over, and at the very tip, it's now essentially a cross point tip. And she is essentially putting it against, she's essentially sheathing it on her back.
Okay.
And as soon as she does, she looks
Cool.
back to you, and her one visible eye flashes. And then
What kind of flash?
the kind that sends you a small bit of information.
Oh.
And in that vision, you'll see certain instances of your life. Your childhood, interactions with, your sister, how you guys sometimes fought, got along, how you each then split off to do your own thing, the adventures along the way. But in every so often in one of these, they'll show you 2 different versions of events, then 3, then 5, then 6. But all of them have a different outcome. And that slowly just start to branch out until eventually you'll see the picture or the painting outside that seemed to have branched off from a version from which your son was born as a twin. And in this version also, you him and the entire family, you seem to live in some very ornate hillside castle, really. And as you're
Ooh.
shown this, the other versions of the seemingly endless branching thing seem to blur out and snap. And you're back into this moment. And you look around and you're not sure how much time has passed while you essentially got a fast forward review of your life that it's slowly branched away. Everyone else, this lasted maybe 3 seconds.
Did we see what she saw, or
I think that would
No.
be.
Yeah.
okay?
You just saw her flash, and then Makoto's eyes glazed over for about 3 seconds.
All over here.
Okay.
I think that would be an overwhelming
And in those branch
amount of
versions,
information that would send her to her knees.
yeah, in some of those versions, they're cut off. Some of you died, some your sister died, some you guys never split up. There was essentially a
Uh-huh.
version of almost everything that happened, but you are focusing specifically on your life that you've lived and the life that eventually led to that instance that you were taught that you saw in the photo. But the others you could see were also branching out of themselves.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay.
Hmm.
Huh. But then why were we brought here? Huh. Okay. Yeah, Makoto would look up and ask, what the hell was that?
And you only hear in response your answer. And her head tilts, moving on toward the last of our little powwow.
Like you're giving the stranger your name and something. Psh, my raccoon buddy just dipped because he saw her. She's just gonna look at them and look at this woman on the ground, and she's like, "I'm telling you nothing."
Her name's Tile.
I don't think that's how that works.
You wanna know my name? You wanna know my name? My name is Suck My Dick.
I didn't know you had one.
Is that your last name?
You know what I want? I want out of here. You know what I'm gonna give you? A fucking bolt to the head. And she's gonna pull out her crossbow.
God.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
And I'm a shooter.
It's just like a sewing pin.
Great,
Well,
make an
looks like
attack
you're
roll.
in combat, yeah.
Up that door again.
A 24 to hit.
And you do, as this thing flies and just pings off this ornate-looking armor. She has no reaction to this at all, but
I'm
the
Still technically giving her something.
the seemingly dead body ornament on the thing she's carrying does begin to move. Eyes begin to glow an eerie white as it turns to look at each of you.
Like, I
Oh,
didn't
crap.
technically break
It
the rules.
once again lets out the same scream you heard. You can now tell this is what it came from. And you once again get a flash of memories, all of you, about this arena. People in here fighting. Some victorious against odd, undead, skeletal opponents. Some were against other normal seeming adventurers. Others against some invisible foe that they seem to be swinging at air but being damaged themselves. And when the flash is over, she's gone. And in her place, the statue's no longer kneeling. And all around you are several armored, cloaked figures
weapons drawn and at the ready.
Yeah, you're welcome, guys. You're welcome.
You,
Yeah, this was the plan.
I answer in kind, readying my weapon and shield.
Aha! Bitch left.
Well, looks like it's
Y'all got
time
shit.
to do some fighting.
Yeah, and as soon as they themselves essentially take the one step closer, the veil that you saw in the first room of darkness covers the archway leading out. The door you found, well, there's a large and audible click that comes from that direction. And up on top of the 3 balconies that you guys saw, there are now 3 very much ethereal-looking, essentially spectators looking down at all of you as the seats, not all, but slowly begin to be filled with, you assume, spectators, all of them in some form of armor or another, but all of them transparent, that are all just looking at you all as these figures seem to step in closer as... Well, this is when I'd say roll for initiative, but how long are you guys planning on keeping this one going?
I'm gonna have to go to bed soon.
Yeah, and this one's going to be a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good to either keep going, or if we want to end here, I'm down for that. I understand that it's getting on the later end of things.
Yeah. I need to sleep.
Sorry for
Yeah, it's a good place
Eastern
to stop.
Standard Time.
You guys were so close to that pacifist run.
Sorry.
No. Hey, look, these guys literally walked past 2 of my other encounters.
Oh, yay!
This
Yeah.
is literally one of the optional ones, and there is literally 2 more rooms past this before you guys got to like a place where like you can talk to someone for real for answers.
Oh.
For real.
Yes. And just like the raccoon,
Run, rocket
probably would have gotten a few of those. You know, you could actually sit down and ask what the hell's going on and actually get an answer back. I did not expect
Not the SMG, the shotgun.
her to be summoned though. That was an honest that was a D20 roll to see what the curse would bring. She was 19.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
20 would have actually summoned essentially triggered the combat. 18 through 15.
Right to your right. Right to your right.
Giving you guys the memories so you'd know where to go afterward, and anything lower than that would have just been a few ghosts that you could have easily killed.
Wait, is this going to be a really hard encounter? Is that what's going to happen?
You're surrounded currently by 6 cloaked, armed figures that are making their way to you guys.
Cool.
If this was
cool.
a D20
That's
roll,
cool.
if this was a D20 roll, was this like a 20 basically?
No, this was the 19 was the summoning of her. The 20 would have been. Yeah, the 19 was summoning this figure that has not yet been named. Well, you guys haven't asked. No one else really caught the thing with what it is. You can ask for anything, and they'll just ask for a form of payment. It's not just you want to leave, but you also want information.
Stay.
So fair.
This is better than the burst, Calvin?
I'm sorry if you can hear him.
I'm really intrigued by the setting and why the heck we're here.
Yeah, no, there's a small... once this ends, I'll give you, like, this is more or less the prelogue of a mini campaign that I wanted to do a while ago that just never got off the ground. But I just essentially filled it out with other characters I've used recently, not the other old ones I was using.
Cool.
I think this has been fun.
Yes.
Yeah,
it has.
kind of regret not playing an artificer because I think that character archetype I'd be able to do a lot more.
Yeah, no, there are
repeat.
plenty of ways to literally pass through all of this without any combat really needed. Just a little ingenuity and just getting through it. The raccoon, if you would have just brought them back to him, that could have been a conversation too.
I honestly was thinking that, but I was like, okay, the way I've written out this character in my head, she's going to be bad at directions. If she points in the right direction, she would have led them. But she failed.
Yeah. Now, if you had have gone back, you'd have met, the raccoon, but you also would have met his assistant.
He has an
Right.
assistant? Is it
Yeah, right here.
Oh. I
He's so
fucking
cute.
love it.
The little fungus boy.
Yes.
Aww.
Adorable.
And on brand for a raccoon,
Mm-hmm.
but also adorable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm going to let you guys know right now. I don't know if I'm going to be able to host next week as well, because next week is I'm working both jobs starting next week, and that's from 5:45 till 11.
Oof.
Oof.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's an oof.
Yeah.
Big thing.
Well, it's fine. If anything, we could finish this one. We can do another one shot. We'll figure it out.
That's
we'll
fair.
be fine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If anything,
Jump
I'll
Think
in
you'll
just-
be able to make Monday?
What I
Just
think
wanna
is
know
going
what
to
to
happen.
expect.
So I think I can play, essentially, because for the evenings, all I have to do is respond to emails and questions and stuff. I don't have to actually be on or anything, but I won't be able to focus on running a campaign. But I can probably participate.
Ooh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know how long you'll be working both jobs?
I'm hoping next week will be the last week that I'll be working both jobs as full time.
Okay.
I'm gonna be putting my 2 weeks in on Friday, plus I'm gonna pull in all the hours that I'm supposed to get paid for, vacation stuff,
Yeah.
and as well. So yeah. Oh, do you guys know anything good? Has any of you been to Brazil? Really random.
No.
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 Okay.
Sorry, I said that kind of weird.
Except that there's
Yeah, you did say
crime.
that funny.
There's
Wow.
crime everywhere, I guess.
I know there are
Brazil.
places in Brazil you should probably not
Yeah.
go to. Places that are great to just chill out.
Well, and they
take
speak
pictures.
Portuguese there.
They do speak
That's about it.
Portuguese.
That's about
You're
all I know
right.
about
Oh, so
Are you going to
fuck.
Brazil?
I'm hoping to, because some of my roommates from when I taught in Turkey, the two of them met up in Brazil, and they're like, "Kim, why don't you come out?" Okay, but I know nothing. I know nothing of what to do in Brazil. So
Eat
yeah,
some really great food.
yes,
Eat
I will
food.
try.
Like really fresh fruits and just vendors. They've got.
Yes.
Look for the one with the good reputation, because the ones that do have a good one are the ones that are there to stay, and they usually have good business.
Fair. I might try to, depending on where my connecting flight is. I'm hoping I'm going to try to connect in one of your cities, folks. I just need to figure out which cities y'all live in, and do because I might do a stay over for one night in the
Ooh.
States. So you got to
Cool.
figure out where y'all live, so that
Girl.
I mean,
I will send you my address.
Do we have to
just need
figure
to-
out where we live?
you just. I mean,
well,
if
wait,
you
let
don't
me
know,
turn
you
off the
probably
live
are
stream
gonna
before
do-
we start revealing all this information. Oh, hold on.
Oh
hold on.
shit! Yeah,
Oh,
get out of
yeah.
here, folks. Get out of here. You don't need to know my life.